All right. Hello all. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. It's been a long night and lots of calcs. I think this is the last bit I need to do, at least for now, unless they drop something else. But I mean, we have the data download, so I should be the last info video for now. I've been playing catch up for a bit. You know, I did finally get the I did the breakdown for the new tag LRs, right, in Champa. Then I did the Super Easy A Rose Goku Black and Vegeta Blue. Now I'd like to cover all of the Rose Goku Blacks, the Super Easy A LR, as well as this new free-to-play team. So we had a lot of info tonight. I'm gonna cover all these guys here because I didn't know. I haven't looked at any of their kits. I have their tabs pulled up, but I haven't looked at them. I don't know how complicated these guys are going to be, so I figured I'd just give them their own separate video. And if I needed to, great. If I didn't need to, oh well, still another video. So that being said, I think Dokkan is definitely cooked so far with all the characters I've seen. They've definitely made me a lot more hyped than even I was after the stream ended, I will say. Going into the stream, I was definitely excited. By the end of the stream, I was a little bit more hyped, but not too much. I mean, Super Boss 220 is, come on, man. And them not being the Dokkan Fest, but other than that, like all the details of the kits and most of the animations I've really liked. So I'm really excited going into the celebration. And let's that all out of the way. Let's jump in. Let's see what we got. We're gonna start with the LR and then we'll work our way down. I don't know if the type guys rosés are gonna really differ from each other. We'll see, but we'll get to all the defense calcs at the end, of course. All right, please be good. All right, now mind you, they don't change the leader skill or SAs for these super easy A's. It's just a passive. So, and this guy's free to play. You know, I mean the other guys are free to play, but he's old free to play. So we'll see just how good they made him. All right, what we got here? Oh wow, that's long. Okay. Basic effects: attack and defense 159% up. Changes key sphere physical to strength. Launch additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. Okay. Super class enemies attack and defense 30% down. Extreme class allies attack and defense 40% up. Okay. For 4 turns from the character's entry turn, 20% damage reduction. Sure, if he has more defensive abilities, that's fine. When there's a future saga category enemy, or when all allies attacking in the same turn are extreme class characters, key 3, chance for a critical hit, and damage reduction rate 40% up. Launch an additional super attack. For every attack received, key 2 up to 10, that's permanent. It's pretty good. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 159% up. When attacking with 18 or more key, defense 159% up. When the enemy is in the following status, HP 59% or less, attack down or defense down, 159% attack from his critical hit after delivering the final blow. Attack, defense, and chance of evading enemy attack 59% up. It's phase 2. Oh, I mean that mechanic sucks ass, mind you, but if you get it for free to play LR, I mean, what are his links again? No big web bosses. Defense is okay. I don't know if he. Do any of these guys have equips? That's what I need to know. I think it might not be a thing yet, and they might be getting them. But I need to see. Do any of them have equips? No. No for the LR, and the TURs don't have it either. Okay. he looks good for a free-to-play LR. I will say that. I actually really like him. Considering our last free-to-play LR, Awakening, you know, was TN, this guy looks crazy. I think he looks really good. Yeah, I think they did a good job with him. I mean, you need obviously to run the full team, but I'm just thinking like you run him next to the new L. You know what? That is because his name is Zamasu Goku, right? He doesn't actually get the 80% support from the new LR, which is obviously pretty crazy. He will get the active skill support though, which is 25%. Huh. You know, they don't change SA effects. We'll see the exact numbers once I do the defense calcs. This looks like a good baseline kit, but I worry that his raw defense might be a little low, and he might be a little too dependent on delivering a final blow mechanic, which has always sucked in this game. But other than those things, I mean, his SA is not the best, but you know that was never going to change. Other than those things, I actually really like him. He at least for a free-to-play, he looks very competent, so I'm happy with this. Even if he's not, like, actually competitive. Alright, well, that's... I think he's pretty good for what he is. Let's see what the rest of these guys are. Okay, I just pulled them up in the order they appeared in, so... what was it? This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Oh, that's neat. It's following... Huh. I didn't realize... It's following that... It's highlighting. That's cool. Alright. Let's see what we got here. All types, key 3 HP attack and defense 50% up. Oh my god. Yes. I don't think you know how much I like that. That is actually insane for me. Listen. My link leveling team, I've been starting to run low on those all type leads. Because when I link level, I use all type leads. I've been starting to run low. Just a little bit ago, I ended up having to switch to the I mean that's way old, but Super Saiyan Goku from the competition that Global and JP had, whatever year it was. He's in all types, 30% lead, so it's been getting pretty desperate. That's all right. Are they all? Just real quick. Yeah, okay. Yep. Good. I need that. Waltz of Chaos. Raise attack, massively raise defense for 1 turn. Spam damage enemy. 50% chance of Super Tech transforming to Supreme Power. 4 Supreme Power. So this is like a Buhan sort of thing, I think. Interesting. That does appear to be a permanent stack, by the way, the raised attack, so that's pretty cool. I'm not sure how well that's gonna like play out, but that's pretty cool. As the second or third attacker in a turn, start a turn. Change key spheres in physical. Per Future Saga category ally on the team. Attack and defense 40%, up to 200%, so 5. Damage reduction rate 6%, up to 30%, so okay. Per Future Saga category ally whose name includes clone on the team. Okay, so you have to run the full free-to-play team in order to get this ability, huh? Attack and defense 20% up to 100%. Damage reduction rate 4% up to 20%. So 50% damage reduction and 300% phase 1. When the team includes all 5 extreme types, attack and defense 150% up. All allies defense 30% up for 2 turns. 1 or more physical key sphere obtained guards all attacks. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 200% up. Attacks are effective against all types. Big bad bosses? Sure. Ooh. So you're gonna have 30%? What's the... Oh god. Oh god. 6,000. Oh no. Damn. 6,200. Come on, man. That's bullshit. I mean, in a vacuum, this looks good. Off the passive alone, and the SA effect, mind you. Massively raised, I see you. However, do keep in mind, you need to run the full free-to-play team. Maybe. I think so. Even then, they're not going to be the best. I suppose this is meant just to, like, help free-to-play players. Like, you grind them out, and then you do your Dokkan events. Maybe, like, the new Battlefield sounds like it's supposed to be easier. But maybe some easy red zones. Maybe that'd be a fun video, running all of the, What's this guy's lead again? Oh, okay, I mean, that might be a fun video if I try running all these guys. I did that before when the, Saiyan Saga characters came out. Okay. I might have to look into doing that. We'll see. But, I mean, yeah, in a vacuum, this looks good. Hold on, let's see. Are these all going to be, like, the same? No, that's different. Okay. Massively raise attack and raises defense for 1 turn. That's not a stack. Supreme damage enemy. 50% chance of super attack transferring for supreme power. This was... Okay, I thought it was 30. No, it's 50. Same sort of change key spheres. Per future saga category ally in the team. He gets up to 75% crit instead of damage reduction. And then he gets a 30% attack up to 150, and then chance for a critical hit 5% up to 25%. So he can get guaranteed crit. What is So he gets an additional 50% attack, but he doesn't get any defense. When the team includes all 5 extreme types, attack and defense 150% up, attack and defense 150% up when attacking a super class enemy. Launch an additional super attack when attacking with 12 or more key. Attack and defense 200% up. Damage reduction rate 20%. Okay. What's his they're all gonna have low defense, huh? So they do vary, but I can see like they all have the same link set. So big red bosses and shattering the limit. I mean, if you're linking them all together, that's 30% for the link phase, which is pretty crazy. But I don't know if this is going to be enough, is the thing. I mean, this guy would be a good slot 1 for a free-to-play team, mind you. He has support. He has guard, 50% damage reduction. I mean, you're not bringing him into a big battle, but okay. Interesting. Oh, what's the int guy do? Greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn. Supreme damage enemy. Raise allies' defense by 15% for 2 turns, huh? Okay. 50% chance of super attack transforming for supreme power. Same orb change. Per future saga category ally in the team, attack and defense 40% up to 200%. All allies attack and defense 8% up to 40%. Okay. Per future saga category ally whose name includes clone on the team, attack and defense 20% up to 100%. All allies attack and defense 6% up to 30%. Just 70% support. When the team includes all 5 extreme types, attack and defense 150% up. Foresees enemy super attack, 1 or more int key sphere obtained, 10% HP. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 200% up. Guards all attacks. Okay, yeah, I mean, he's not slot 1, but if one of the other guys is slot 1, the free-to-play team might actually be really good. That strength guy is definitely a floater. This guy could be a good slot 2, though. Okay, I'm liking this. Let's see. Come on. Greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn. Supreme damage enemy. Seals super attack. 50% chance. Same sort of thing. Change key spheres. Same ability. Per future saga category LN team. Attack and defense 40% up to 200%. All enemies attack and defense 8% down. No more than minus 40%. Okay. Per Future Saga category ally on the team whose name is Clone. 20% attack and defense, 100%. All enemies attack and defense 6% down, no more than minus 30%. He would 70%? Ooh. Damn, if you're like, I'm thinking like battle hardened formidable foe, right? Man, the clone team might actually cook him there, huh? Maybe. Okay. When the team includes all 5 extreme types, attack and defense 150% up, interrupts the attacked enemy? Okay. 1 or more attack key sphere obtained. Damage reduction rate 40% up when receiving an attack from an enemy who's hit by the character's super attack. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 200% up. Attack and defense 200% up when the target enemy is in the following status: HP is 60% or less, attack down, defense down, stun, or astute? The fuck does astute mean? Maybe like sealed? Because he seals. I'm gonna guess that means seal, but I don't know what the fuck astute's supposed to mean. Okay. And finally, greatly raise attack and defense 1 turn, scream damage. Alright, same sort of thing. Per Future Saga category ally in the team, attack and defense 40% up to 200%. Chance of evading enemy attack 10% up to 50%. Okay. Per Future Saga category ally whose name includes clone, 30% up to 150% defense. Chance of evading enemy attack 4% up to 20%. So he has 70% dodge. Okay. When the team includes all 5 extreme types, attack and defense 150%. All allies attack 30% up for 2 turns. 1 or more AGL key spheres obtained. Chance of evading enemy attack 20. He gets 90% dodge? 90? Yo! When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 200% up, launch 2 additional attacks, each of which has a great chance of becoming super attack. Yo! These guys are actually pretty crazy. What? For a free-to-play squad? Yo, you have the AGL slot 1 on 1 rotation. Physical slot 1 on another rotation. Strength, permafloat. Int and tech can both be slot 2s. And then, I mean, if you're running this guy, right, you could probably float. Or maybe you could run, I suppose you could run like the new LR, right, as your lead and the friend lead. And that would actually be a very crazy team, especially with the active skills. Huh. Okay. I'm actually very satisfied with these guys. Now, once again, I mean, I don't want to get ahead of anyone. Oh, 7,000. But these raw defense, they're so low. They're so low. They have good baselines, but you know, you might be able to do some hard content with them, but they're not like actually competitive. But for what they are, you know, if they're meant to try and like help newer players, returning players, I think they're pretty good. I might try and do another video series like I did with you know, the free to play Saiyan Saga team. Might try and have some fun like that. We'll see. But I mean, they look pretty good for what they are. I'm pretty happy with them. All right. Well, at this point, I'm glad I had them for their own separate video. I mean, they have the same sort of like baseline, but they do differ significantly. So it's definitely good that I did this, because I mean, especially because they all have different raw defense, right? I'm gonna need to calc all these guys. So I think they look pretty good. Definitely good to have the own. Like I said, definitely the free to play Goku Blacks. Because that Super Easy A video would have been so long if I did them all in one. So good decision past me. I'm going to cut away though. I'm going to get to doing the defensive calcs. I think they're good for what they are, but they're in no way competitive is what I'd say right now. But I suppose we'll see. But yeah, we'll be back. All right. So, We're back one final time here, and then I am done for the night. It's been a long night. It's been a fun night, but it's been a long night. This free-to-play team is actually pretty cracked. I'm not gonna lie. Firstly, though, I do have the Prime Battle, not Prime Battle, the whatever story event, LR Super Easy A, for the Zamasu Goku. I mean, for what this character is, pretty decent, I guess. He can get the dodge. He does have damage reduction. I mean, at least in like free-to-play content, you'll be able to use him. Maybe some events you'll be able to get away with him, but he's not. All the TURs are better than him. Let me put it that way. For what he is, I think he's okay. But like this TUR team's actually pretty cracked. So just to preface this, preference, whatever the term is, the word, preface. There we go. Preface. Just to preface this, I do have these characters that they're meant to be run all together, so I have all their sort of restrictions fulfilled. And I figured I might as well calc them under the new Carnival Goku Black. So the team here for all of these characters is the 5 of them, and then your lead and the friend lead as Carnival Goku Black. So just I wanted to put that out there. And they're pretty crazy. So mind you, I mean, this is a full free-to-play team. And they all obviously have their own abilities. Like the physical one here has guard and damage reduction. And he's getting like this, right? 3.2 mil. Now, mind you, that's 80% support and the Rose active. But even without the active, 2.6 mil with 50% damage reduction and guard, like that's actually really insane. Like, this is summonable level character right here. Like, that's what we're talking about. So, I mean, that's pretty damn good. For the physical one here. The strength one is probably my least favorite, because I'm more of a defensive player. He does get 100% crit though. I don't do attack, sort of calcs, but I imagine, I mean, he might be decent as an attacker with the crit. I'm not exactly sure, but they gave all of them their own unique identity, which I really like. So. Obviously the physical one here, he's meant to just be a traditional sort of tank. This one is your damage dealer. This one is your support. This one is your debuffer, and this one is it's also one of your tankier units, but it's more so in terms of dodging instead of actually outright tanking. However, like they're all just really good. This is my least favorite one, and he's still getting the 2.6 mil. Or if you want to minus the active, 2.1 mil. So now, another thing for my calcs, I like to imagine these characters with additionals. I mean, it should be obvious. I think. I don't say it too often, but I do like to, if you have the hidden potential, right? That's what that like second additional is, or up here, the just one additional. So. I do keep that in mind. This is also under the condition if you're building your character with at least some additional, right? So, then we do have the int one. Mind you, this guy is 70% support, while also giving allies 15% defense for 2 turns on super attack effect, which I don't have calced into any of these guys, but would be actually a pretty decent buff to all of them, or any of them, whatever. Well, it's calced into him specifically, but all the others I don't have the 15% calced into. So, I mean, they even can look a bit higher, right? So then we have the tech one here, which gets... I forget if the AGL one or the tech one gets higher, but I mean, even here, like, just imagine, I mean, a 70% debuffer? If you're running Carnival, a double Carnival Goku Black, and then just run the free-to-play team. I mean, you could probably take any of the battle-hardened formidable foes down. I think so, because some of them have the seal, right? We have the debuffs. We have dodge. We have outright tanking. We have good damage. Like, there's a little. They all have their own unique identity, and they're all providing like actual value to the team. even though the strength one's my least favorite, I mean, he's probably going to do the most damage significantly. So, I mean, that is value. And then we have finally the AGL one. So, once again, he's very crazy. Like, this guy can get 90% dodge. Look at this. 50, 20, 20. 90% dodge. 90% dodge, 3.8 mil. Is that good? Nearly 3.9 mil. Now, once again, I know it's the active. There's the support, and I get it, but like still, for a free to play character, I mean, this is actually crazy. This team's actually crazy, and look at this. Look at this. Look at their raw defense: 7,180, 6,857. These are characters. Listen, I love putting raw defense on all my characters. Just think about this. Think about the value. You have 6,700 defense, right? Let's say you just throw a level 5 bronze defense. This character essentially has what, 7.5, like 500 defenses. So you add another 500 defense on, like that's actually a very crazy buff. Just one raw defensive. I mean, I didn't do the raw defensive equip like Calcs, but if you throw raw defense on these guys, they actually will explode. Like it's pretty crazy. So I really liked them all. You know, in fact, I still have this guy pulled out the AGL one just to show, right? Just to show. He has 7,180. So let's say 1,500, right? 1,500. 7,680. So we go from 3,855,000, 4,124,000. We get a 300,000 defense increase from 1,500. Now imagine, you know, if these guys get the special equips, or you're throwing like a, you know, you throw like a 600. I think the gold equip is like 600. Defense, so like, let's say you throw that one on too, so you have 1,100 total. So let's say 80 to 80. Look at this, 4,446,000. And the AGL one has the most defense, so I mean he gets the least out of this. I mean they all get a lot out of it, but because he has the most. I mean you get what I mean. So these guys are all very, very crazy. If they get special equips, I'm telling you, like these guys plus Carnival Goku Black would legitimately be like a very insane team. I don't know the damage they do, mind you, so we'll see about that. But I think they cooked with these guys. I'm actually really looking forward to them. I do plan on summoning on Zamasu Goku Black. Hopefully, I get them. If I do, I will genuinely probably do like a free-to-play team with obviously the Carnival lead showcase for these guys, all of them. Just like take down a couple of new events and shit. Like I genuinely think these guys are going to be real units. So I think they cooked. I mean, besides, I think that, you know, obviously the LR's not, you know, he's okay. But these DORs, they're all insane. The Super Easy A's are insane. I like a Vegeta Blue a little less than I thought I would have, based off the details. But he doesn't have as much raw defense. You know, he is barely over 10,000. So, but you know, the new LRs, even Champa, I think if you get lucky with him on the right setup, could be really good. So, so far, I think they've pretty much nailed all the kits on all of the characters. So I'm looking forward to the everything dropping, right? It should be, at the time I'm recording this, like I said, it's been a long night. It should be in about, what would it be? 14 and a half-ish hours, I think, roughly. Fuck, I could just do this, honestly. Let's see. It should be like 14 and a half hours. Yeah, 14 and a half hours. So this is, we're in for some exciting stuff, I'll tell you. I wasn't so excited jumping into this, but all the kits, I mean, they've done so well that I'm definitely. I think the animations, at least for all of them, but like I haven't seen the free to play ones, but for all the the new summonable characters, except like Goku, I don't really like Goku's that much. Even the tags, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but the rest of it I think is really good. So good note to end off on. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.